up, everybody? We are back here once again. My name is Tito, and it is another episode of VGC 365, and we are here with another battle. Guys, the 2018 format is in full swing. Hasn't quite hit the tournament circuit just yet. I'm actually doing a little bit work still in 17 to prepare for the Memphis regionals, which are in a few weeks from the time of this recording. So I will be showing you guys full team reports. I'll probably be doing some IRL streams and a vlog, a lot of content. I'll also be recording an edition of the Battle Frontier from the event, so it's going to be super fun. I'm really excited to go for that event and kind of say goodbye to VGC 17, which has a special place in my heart as the format that brought me back into VGC after a few year hiatus. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about VGC 2018 and the team I'm running. This is on Battle Spot that I have from the stream the other night. If you want to go ahead and battle me or watch me stream live, I stream VGC probably for about 3 hours, at least 4 times a week on the stream. All the links will be in the description below. But I've been messing with a lot of teams. I've been messing with a little bit of sand. I have 2 versions of a sand team going on right now, a rain team as I usually do, and a sun team as well, and obviously I got a trick room team in the back, but I've been really favoring the sand team. I think sand team is incredibly strong, at least for right now. It seems very stable. It's a lot of room to outplay and outmaneuver, and you guys are going to see exactly what I'm talking about tonight in this video, because it's not looking good for your boy in this game. But for some reason, you know, I always tend to make the little comeback here. So this is just a really good battle. So we're going to go ahead and move over here. I'm bringing Mimikyu, Tyranitar, Stakataka, and Rotom Heat. And he's bringing a little bit of a different team. He has Rain on his team with Sea King, Kartana, Coco, and Politoed. So we're going to get right into this. And here's one of the things. Everything actually... You would not really think much about the Sea King in this matchup, but actually the Sea King ends up being a huge factor here. So I'm going to lead with Tyranitar, expecting him to lead with his weather setter, but unfortunately for me, he did not do so. Like I said, about the Sea King, it really mattered. I thought it was a 50-50 chance for me in my head at the time of this battle. Realistically, he could either be Swift Swim or Lightning Rod, which is why I wasn't necessarily sure which way he was. And I'm running Electrium Z on Rotom Heat. Rotom Heat, I'm just super excited to have Rotom back in the format. I love Rotom. It's one of my favorite competitive mons. But he's going to go ahead and break my disguise right here and go for the Bloom Doom on my Mimikyu. Now, despite what's happening right now, my Mimikyu will go down here. Mimikyu, I think, is incredibly strong this format. One of the best trick room setters in my opinion. Has great coverage. You can basically put almost any item you want on it and it's still pretty good. And it's just a really solid overall mon. And look how big my Mimikyu is. Look how big he is. He's huge. He's bigger than my Rotom. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and drop that. He's gonna get the Beast Move some the Kartana, and you know, I'm already down to a deficit. But again, I'm not sure if he's Lightning Rod or Swift Swim here. So I'm going to go ahead and toss out my Stakataka. I didn't really want to lose my T-Tar this early because he still had the weather in the back. So I tried to see if I could kind of bait it out, him to think I was going to go for Protect and actually me go for a Gyro Ball. But he didn't necessarily work. That man's just clicking buttons and a little bit of a... I didn't really have anything for this Kartana up until I bring in my Rotom. As you see here, I'm going to use the Overheat on my Rotom. And I don't have Protect on either of my Pokemon, either the Stakataka or the Tyranitar. So it was basically, do I lose my Tyranitar or do I lose my Stakataka? And in the moment, I really decided that I was only going to win if he sets up water, or excuse me, if he sets up rain, it's going to be really hard for my Tyranitar to take hits. So I need to secure my Tyranitar, secure the sand, make sure the sand stays. And that's actually what's going to happen here. I'm actually going to be able to reset my Sandstorm, which is key. Now, Rotom Heat is rocking the Electrium Z, and this is a problem, okay? This is a huge problem for me, because, again, he could be running Lightning Rod, and I could just be looking super dumb here. And I'm already -2 from the Overheat, so I'm not necessarily sure. If it's a super bulky Politoed, and I'm not in Electric Terrain like I just happened, I don't think he was going to go down. But the Electric Terrain actually came in, which is a huge thing for me. I don't know why he brought in the Coco, to be honest. Like, I guess because he didn't have the rain, but as soon as he switched out the Sea King, I instantly knew that it was not Lightning Rod, that it was indeed Swift Swim. I just know Sea King had Lightning Rod, but as soon as he switched that out, I immediately knew that he did not have Lightning Rod. So that freed me up completely. I'm actually going to juke the Hydro Pump here, which is super, super important because I feel like I definitely would have gone down to that Hydro Pump. But instead, I'm going to go ahead and hit him with the Electrium Z. And the cool part about this is that you get you get two really huge bursts of power. I think the Z crystals are a huge buff for Rotom because most of their moves actually end up dropping your special attack. Things like Leaf Storm and Overheat. But because of the Z moves, you get access to basically two huge forms of burst, offensive burst. So it's really, really good. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that guy in the electric terrain and go for the Earthquake here and start to mount my comeback here. And at this point, if this Coco is gone, I felt like I was pretty much in the clear. He had the Sea King, which I know is not Lightning Rod, which was really, realistically, the only real threat. Because if I couldn't OHKO it with a Thunderbolt from my Rotom Heat, it was kind of over. But he goes for a Horn Drill. And again, I actually end up going for the Overheat. Because just to... In the off chance that I'm wrong, here's my thinking. If the off chance that I'm wrong, I don't want to make it any worse for myself. And I don't necessarily need the Rotom Heat to die, the Rotom Heat to live anyway. So in my mind, I was like, all right, going for the Overheat over the, even though I was 95% sure, I did not want that to go. But he actually ends up hitting the Horn Drill, which is really annoying. It didn't necessarily matter because he was going to die of the Sandstorm anyway. But in my mind, I was like, if I go for the Overheat, that guarantees damage as opposed to a 5 to even 3% chance that he was Lightning Rod. I just wanted to make absolutely sure that I was getting my damage off. And I ended up bringing it back from a 4-0 deficit, or excuse me, a 4-2 deficit to ending up winning 1-0. And he actually ended up hitting that Horn Drill at the end. But at that point, I just protected on my Rotom, just to ensure that my Rotom would still live because it outsped his Sea King. And he would die to the Sandstorm eventually. But that's going to be it for this battle, guys. I hope a lot of I feel like I played pretty good towards the end as far as making the right plays. Rotom was definitely the MVP. I think I played a little too safe, especially with using the Overheat at the end. But again, I just wanted to, for me, if there was an off chance that he actually was Lightning Rod and he was just like not playing very well, I didn't want to risk it. So I just went for the Overheat instead. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to go ahead and be part of one of these battles, let me know in the comment section below. And better yet, head over to the stream. I battle viewers all the time as much as possible. The Discord link is also in the description. Everything is there. Once I kind of mess with this team, I'll be doing a full report on one of these Pokemon. I'm probably going to be doing it like a guide on Rotom Heat because I think Rotom Heat's pretty good in this current meta. But let me know what you guys think of the battle. Let me you guys know what Pokemon you're excited to use in the upcoming tournaments, if that's the kind of thing you like to do. I'm really excited to be using Rotom. I think Rotom is going to be absolutely sick. It's kind of like an off-meta pick that really checks a lot of the stuff currently going on in the meta. It has a little problem with Sakataka, unless it's Rotom Wash, obviously. But for the most part, Rotom Heat, Rotom Wash, and even actually Rotom Mo are actually looking pretty clean right now. So I'm really excited to use all these mons. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. This has been another episode of VGC 365, and I will catch you down the road. We're out of here. Thank you, guys.